Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. If you can, oh, it wants to turn off again. Let's try this over. Testing 1, 2, testing 1, 2. And you're just turning off. Don't tell me it's out of battery. You gotta be kidding me. Can you guys hear me without the microphone? If you can hear me, say you can hear me. Can you guys hear me okay? Okay. I got my DJI 2 microphone, and this part is dead. So I'm gonna have to do the live stream without the good mic. And you're gonna get some echo in here. Something fierce. So let me show you where I am real quick. Hello everybody, and this is Robert Breaker from Akko, or Acre, Israel. And right out there is the Mediterranean Sea. And check this place out. I like the ceiling myself. That's pretty cool. And here's the hallway. So basically, this is the hotel that our tour guide has put us in. And I just want you to see. These are old stones. During the Ottoman Empire, this was the palace of the sheikh, or whatever that guy's called. Say hi.
Hi.
What's the name of this place? What's the name of the hotel?
Effendi.
Effendi, okay?
Hotel Effendi.
If you're ever in Akko, check out Effendi.
Hi.
But don't get offended. It sounds like offended.
Yeah.
All right. So right next door, pretty close, is Yuri Brewery. And that's one of the best places to come to Akko and eat. So this is my first day in Israel. We have Wi-Fi, and I have to charge everything. Otherwise, I'd have the nice microphone. You probably could hear me better. So I just wanted to let you know that this is the first day of the trip, and this is why the nice hotel. We probably won't have the nice hotels like this, and I won't be able to do a live stream. So I thought I'd do one real quick. While I sit in this chair. That's all inlay. Can you believe that? Check that out. Isn't that a cool backdrop for a live stream? With all that beautiful ceiling up there. This place is probably 800 years old or something. I don't know. No idea. All right, so guys, I'm exhausted. I'm really, really tired. And just wanted to give you an idea of what's happened so far. I probably got 3 or 4 hours sleep in the last 30-something hours. So I'm really tired. And I've been keeping my journal here, and I keep in my journal. I went ahead and in my journal wrote the Hebrew alphabet, and then some other things there. Now it's all backwards, isn't it? I don't know how to turn around, so deal with it, amen. One of the worst things they do is cursive Hebrew, so I'm trying to learn that cursive too. And I'm writing in here. This was from last year's trip, and this is from this year's trip. So I left the house around 4:45 a.m., and I saw an old friend from Bible school at the airport. And also Brother Greg, that was in church with us on Sunday, was at the airport. We got to sit and talk for a while, and I think I told you this on the other live stream, that he was all excited about the story, telling me about how he won somebody to the Lord, and that's so wonderful. And he told me about how fun and how wonderful it is to be able to share the gospel with other people as well. And then I flew from Pensacola to Houston, from Houston to Chicago. And this is kind of personal in my diary, but I was looking out the window, and maybe it's because I had a lack of sleep, but it was the weirdest thing. And let's see if I can get this camera up just a little bit bigger or taller up. But it was the weirdest thing as I'm coming through and flying through. I'm looking out the window of the airplane because I love a window seat. And what I saw was the clouds were going up like this. And there were several clouds that looked just like this. Like they had gone up and formed, but looked like their hands were out like this and their head was down. And the sun was coming up over here. It almost looked like they were angels worshiping the sun. That's what it looked like. It was like surreal. I was just like, no way. No way. So yes, you can hear better when I'm closer. Probably the echo here, so I'll try to get closer. Now I'm all in your face, amen. But anyway, long story short, I wanted to tell you really quickly about the rest of the trip. So from Houston to Chicago, and I did a quick live stream at the Chicago airport with the new phone. And by the way, this is the new phone that I'm using, and I'm able to connect to the wireless to do this live stream, and I'm hoping it's fast. Let me know if this is fast and it's loud enough, and I'll hope to have that other mic charged so that we can have that other mic. So that way I can be way back here and you can see all of this. Oh man, is heaven going to be pretty as this? Only it's going to be even prettier. I mean, look at that. That's just, wow. It's just amazing, but it's all going to burn up someday, you know? So don't get too infatuated. I'm infatuated with it. So I left at 4 p.m. for an 8-hour plus flight to Frankfurt, Germany, and didn't sleep very much. I woke to a breakfast of bacon and eggs and a croissant and some hash browns. Lufthansa just knocks it out of the park with their food. I was very impressed with the food from Lufthansa. On the flight, I sat next to this old lady with a lot of personality and talked to her a little bit, and finally I gave her the gospel. And some people will just, I don't know, some people clam up on you, some people don't. She just accepted it but never said anything. And so I'm just like, so what do you think? And she just, But she did say, but that does kind of give me the goosebumps to read that, because I had her read 1 Corinthians 15, 1-4. So I have no idea. All you can do sometimes is just plant the seed and hope for the best. But I did do that, and when we were about to get off the plane, we just stood up and everyone's going out. She turned around and says, I just want a big old hug. And I said, yes ma'am. So I gave her a big old hug. So it's one of those things, all I know is I planted a seed, and pray for that lady, if she's not saved, that she would get saved. So always do your best to do that. At the German airport, I walked a long way to an almost vacant wing of the airport. It was so crazy. We get off the airport, and they made us walk, it felt like a mile, to a part of the, it's a hollow sound because it's the echo. I'm sorry, I'm doing the best I can. They took us to this room. It was so hot. It was in the middle of nowhere in the airport, and nothing else around. And there was a lot of people there, a lot of Jews with their yarmulkes and their talits that they were wearing and things like that. And I got on a little bit over 4-hour flight from Frankfurt, Germany to Israel. I tried to sleep. I managed maybe a few hours of sleep. So the last 30 hours or so, I might have slept maybe 4 hours. So I'm going to bed here in a minute. But I arrived at the airport in Tel Aviv, the Ben Gurion International Airport. And they told me that they had somebody, Mark told me, and then my tour guide said, hey, we got a guy, he's got a sign, Robert Breaker, he'll pick you up and he'll drive you to where we are. And the guy didn't speak any English, so it was fun at first, but at least I knew he was the right guy. They had a picture and everything. And it took a long time to drive here to Akko, A-K-O, where I hooked up with them and we went out to eat, and we wanted to eat at Yuri Buri. So if you ever come to Israel, one of the best places to eat is Yuri Buri. And Yuri Buri is all kinds of food, And I'm sorry about the echo, guys. Look, I tried. I thought I had everything charged. So if I ever get to do another one, hopefully there won't be an echo, okay? But they were closed at Yuri Buri's, so we went next door. I had some veal, shawarma, and everything else. But we walked around the old city in the nighttime, and we're staying here at Effendi's Hotel. The old palace here during the time of the Ottoman Empire. Now, I wanted to talk to you real quickly. This will be our Bible study of the day, if you will, about this city of Akko. And Akko is along the coast of the Mediterranean. Then you have Tyre and Sidon. You have Caesarea Maritima, and then you have Joppa. And they're all there. And these are places that Peter and Paul have been. So I want y'all to know that these are some amazing, but people keep saying that get closer, it's better sound. Dude, I don't want you to be looking at my nostrils, but I'm trying to show you something here. So here at the harbor, yes. And we are here and spending the night. We got a big day tomorrow, but we're going to sleep in a little because, like I said, I haven't slept a lot. Akko. Originally, Akko was a Canaanite city. And when God told the children of Israel to go into Israel, into the promised land, he told them to take out all of the people, all the inhabitants of Akko. And we find it in Judges chapter 1 and verse 31. Judges chapter 1 and verse 31. So I thought I'd read that to you real quick. In Judges chapter 1 and verse 31, the Bible says this. Neither did Asher drive out the inhabitants of Akko, A-C-C-H-O, nor the inhabitants of Zidon, nor of Halab, and it goes on and on there. So God told the children of Israel to come in to wipe them out so that they wouldn't accept their gods. And they didn't. They chose to live with them, and that led to the apostasy. Sometimes you have to separate yourself from people, and sometimes you need to call people out that are not doing right and get away from them, because bringing false doctrine in never ends up good. And that's a shame, So this city was a city that the children of Israel didn't do what they were told. And so Akko, they just lived with the heathen instead of getting rid of the heathen like they were told. Later, the city of Akko was called Ptolemais, P-T-O-L-E-M-A-I-S. And that is found in Acts 21:7. Now, big secret. Yes, I'm in Israel now. Big secret. I have no idea where we're going on this trip. I told them, you do the itinerary and you figure out. Just go to places we haven't been anymore. So I'm just anxious to see what the Lord does. And I got my ticket for 21 days. That's 7 plus 7 plus 7, right? Here I am in the hotel. And guess what room, first night in Israel, is my hotel number? Lucky number 7. Remember, God always uses the number 7, right? So we're staying in the city of Akko, which is found in the New Testament, guess where? In Acts 21:7. Just coincidence, I guess. I don't know. But here I'm 21 days. I'm going to be here, and I get to stay in the room number 7. So that's kind of interesting. So in Acts chapter 21 and verse 7, I've got my Bible here. Look what it says. And this is exciting because we were out eating here, and I thought to myself, Paul could have walked in this very spot, on this very stone that I'm walking in. You don't know. He probably was in the ruins of the old city, but we're still on top of a lot of the old city. So we literally could be walking where the Apostle Paul walked. And here in Acts chapter 21, and look at verse 6. And when we had taken our leave one of another, we took ship, and they returned home again. And when we had finished our course from Tyre is just a little ways from here, along the coast, we came to Ptolemais. And Ptolemais is Akko. And saluted the brethren and abode with them one day. And that's all I'm doing. I'm staying here one day. Tomorrow we leave. We're going to a different place. I wish I knew some people that were saved here so I could literally do what Paul did and salute the brethren here. Well, I did. I've met 2 brethren here so far. We saluted each other. So it's kind of fun following in the footsteps of the Apostle Paul. and saluted the brother and abode with him one day. And the next day, we that were of Paul's company departed and came into Caesarea. And we entered into the house of Philip the evangelist, which was one of the 7, and abode with him. And the last time I was here, I went to Caesarea. I think it's Caesarea Maritima is the name of it. And that's where Paul would have been, and actually where he was kept in jail and things like that. So I'm having a wonderful time, folks, walking in the footsteps of the Apostle Paul and Peter and other ones. So I have posted a couple of shorts. I have a couple more I'm going to try, since I have this internet connection, to post before I go to bed, just so you can get an idea of what it's like here in Israel. And I just want you all to know I appreciate you all, and I thank you all for all that you've done for me and letting me come here. I know a lot of people said, we don't want you to go, Brother Breaker, because we just want a new sermon every week. And I want to do that. And I love preaching the gospel, getting people saved, teaching the Bible, and helping save people grow in the Lord. But sometimes I need to get away. And sometimes a trip like this is just, it's fascinating. But I didn't want to take this trip just for me. I wanted to bring you all with me as much as possible. And so that's what I'm doing here as well. So we are here. And with that stated, let me see if there's anything on my phone that I need to show you. I don't know if that's the best way to do that. I just don't have time for any editing whatsoever. So I'm not going to do any editing here. Here's what dinner looked like. If you want to see that. That was not bad. And all this is included. Hello. And the price of the tickets and everything. Here's the guy, that's the doctor that I'm with. And if you go to church with us on Sundays when we meet, you've met him. He's been there with us several times. I don't know. I don't know what else to show you. I'll just try to make some things into shorts. I tried to make a quick video like this one. You know, a lot of people are looking for the rapture and the barley harvest and the wheat harvest. And there's just, there it is right there in real life. You talk about it all the time. It's amazing to actually see it. Amen? To actually see the harvest and everything. So, I don't know. I don't know what to say. So much that I'd like to, for all you guys out there that are bad guys that hate Breaker and say it's just a green screen, here's the actual flight path that we did. I took a picture of that. So what I'll try to do is I'll try to upload a couple more shorts for you and let you see what I'm seeing. And then again, I might not be able to get high-speed internet like this for days. So I'm going to do my best to do the best I can to show you some things. And I'm just so blessed to be able to be here. This is what it looks like flying in. So beautiful. It literally is the land of milk and honey. It's so, you see, Mediterranean Sea flying in. So thank you guys for coming along with me. And let me just quickly show you some of these I might make into shorts. What it's like to walk down the streets of Akko in the middle of the night, hoping you don't get mugged. So I'll try to make that a short as well. But I gotta get to sleep. I have not slept for a long, long time. So I just want you all to know I love you all. I'm thinking about you. And I wanted, if I go on this trip, to not just be about me. I wanted to take you all with me as well. So echoing, yes. And I address that. If you're new, I try my best to have everything ready. This was supposed to be charged so that I could be using this and the sound is better. But unfortunately, it's not charged. And it was when I left the house. So I don't know. It got discharged on the way. But here I am. Yes. And here is the echo. That's why there's an echo, because this room is humongous. And the ceilings must be 20, 25 foot tall. Personally, I like this one. Oh, come look at this with me. If I had the microphone, I would have had the camera back here. That would have been a really cool picture. But I kind of like that one right there. Look how pretty that is. Some guy laid on his back for a long time to paint all that. Isn't that beautiful? So that's about it, guys. I don't know what else to say. I'll try to post a couple of shorts now that I'm able to. I haven't been back here yet. Let's go back here together and see what we find. Talk about your upper room where Jesus was. That's what it feels like. Upper room. Wow. Oh. And we thought that ceiling was nice. Wow. Huh. There's what the old city would have looked like. Can you see that? That's what the old city of Akko would have looked like. So as you look up Akko online, begin to read about it, they talk about the bridges and when they were built. Oh, let's see. Itzakat ha. No, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. It's that funny script of Hebrew that I'm not too familiar with. Okay, so here we are, guys. Old city of Akko. Look at the size of that chest. At one time, this was the ancient palace of the Ottoman Turks. Does this open? It's got to open. Come on, I want you guys to see out there. Yes. You can come out here and sit. There's your Muslim, I don't even know, tower thing. It's the ancient city of Akko. And out there, you can hear the sound of the waves. But also, there's a little breeze from the Mediterranean that is so beautiful. So, I think this time I want to be able to do as much video taping as I can and just do it live rather than do any editing. At least that way you can see it. Look at all the inlay and everything. Look at that mother of pearl all in those chairs. Okay, so how would you like to have a table that big? The Knights of the Round Table. And you could just stare at that and still not take it in. So Brother Breaker's tired. He's got a lot to do. And again, this trip is not just for me. I want y'all to come along with me. So thanks for coming along with me. I'll try to get as much footage as I can. And I'm really going to try to focus this time on doing a lot of shorts and trying to get those shorts up. Have a lot of people say, I can't wait to follow you and see what all you get to see. Well, again, a lot of this trip is unscripted. So that's part of the fun. And yet, whenever for us things are unscripted, I think God knows what's going to happen. And so I've already seen his hand in the numbers here for 21 days, starting in room number 7 in a city that's found in Acts 21:7. Just a coincidence. Just a coincidence. All right, guys, I gotta go. God bless you. My room's right over there. And I'll see you when I can. And when I can, and I do have internet, I will do some posting as well. God bless you all. Again, I'm exhausted. I don't know if you can tell. So we'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.